Hello everyone. Today's lesson is lesson 33, graphing 2 and 3 digits on a number line, rounding 2-digit numbers to the nearest 10, rounding 3-digit numbers to the nearest 100, and estimating the sums of 2 and 3-digit numbers. So if we look at the first number line on my chart, you can see that it's numbered by tens. Okay. What numbers would be halfway between these? Well, it's always going to end in a 5. So between 0 and 10 would be 5, and then it would be 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95. Okay, so I'm going to put these dots down here on my number line. Okay, so where would number A be? So that's 15. Well, 15 we know is in between 10 and 20. So I'm going to put a dot at 15 and put the letter A. Okay. Now, where would 23 be on this number line? Well, 23 would be between the 20 and the 25. And it'll be a little bit closer to the 25, so I'm going to put it right about here. So that's going to be B. C is at 38, and we know 38 is in between 30 and 40, and it's after 35, so it would be right about here. Okay. D is 51, which is going to be between 50 and 60, but it's closer to 50, so we're going to put it there. Okay. E is 67, so that's going to be between 60 and 70. It's going to be just after the halfway mark where 65 is. So that's going to be E. 82 is between 80 and 90. So it's going to be right about, or it's going to be closer to 80. So it's going to be right about here. And G is 95, which is going to be right in the middle between 90 and 100. Okay. What do you notice about the second number line? So the second number line is numbered by hundreds. Okay, so the halfway mark between each of these is going to be, so we're going to have 50, 100, and then 150, 250, 350, etc. That will be the halfway mark. So for H, the number 250, well, that's going to be smack dab in the middle between the 200 and the 300. That'll be H. I is at 317. So it's going to be between the 300 and the 400. And since 350 is halfway, 317 is less than that. So my dot is going to be closer to the 300. Ooh. And that'll be I. 482 will be between 400 and 500. And 82 is bigger than 50, so my dot's going to be closer to 500. Okay. K is at 529, and that's between 500 and 600. 29 is smaller than 50, so it's going to be closer to the 500 mark. L is at 671. 71 is bigger than 50, so it's going to be closer to the 700 mark. M is 740. 40 is smaller than 50, so it's going to be closer to the 700 mark. And then N is 850, so it's going to be right in the middle between 800 and 900. Now we will practice rounding these numbers to the nearest 10. So we have on on B is 23. Okay. So 23 is between 20 and 30. But if you look at my chart, it looks like it's closer to 20 than it is to 30. So I would round 23 down to 20. There we go. Okay. All right, 15 is right in the middle. It's right in the middle between the two lines. So mathematicians have agreed that when the number is right in the middle, you round up to the nearest 10. So 15 would round up to 20. Okay, 38 is, if we look, is closer to 40 than 30. So we'd round this up to 40. 51 is closer to 50, so we round it to 50. 67 is closer to 70. 82 is closer to 80. And 95 is right in the middle. So again, we always round that number up to the nearest 10. All right, we do the same thing with our hundreds line. So 250 is right in the middle between 200 and 300. So again, we round that up to 300. Okay. 317, well, the 17 is less than 50, and it looks like it's closer to 300, so we would round this down to 300. 482, you can see here, is closer to 500, so we'd round that up to 500. 529 is closer to 500, so we'd round it down to 500. 671 is closer to 700, so we'd round this up to 700. 740 is actually closer to 800, is actually closer to 700, so we'd round that down to 700. And then 850 is right in the middle again, and so we know we round that up to 900. All right, so now we're going to round some numbers and estimate the sums of 2-digit and 3-digit numbers. So here we have 58 plus 63. Before we add these numbers using mental computation, we can round them to the nearest 10 to estimate the sum. So we round these to the nearest 10. 58 would round, because 8 is bigger than 5, we would round that up to 60. 63 rounded to the nearest 10 is also going to be 60. It would round down. So 60 plus 60 is 120. So the sum of 58 plus 63 should be about 120. So let's find the exact answer using mental computation. So 5 plus 6 is 11, or 50 plus 60 is 110. 8 plus 3 is 11. So 110 plus 11 equals 121. So my actual answer is very close to my estimation. All right, what about 472 plus 235? So let's first round the numbers to the nearest 100 to estimate the sum. So 472 rounds up to 500, and 235 rounds down to 200. Okay, so 500 plus 200 equals 700. So let's check and see what our actual answer is. So 400 plus 200 is 600. 7 plus 3 is 10, or 70 plus 30 is 100, and then 2 plus 5 is 7. 600 plus 100 plus 7 equals 707. So my answer is very close to my estimation, which means that I'm probably correct. All right, and that's it for this homework. Good luck. Good luck.